timeline screaming, whole timeline bleeding. Everybody asking, is the bottom here? That's right. Is the bottom here? Is the bottom here? Feels so thick that you can smell it in the atmosphere. Is the bottom here? Is the bottom here? Wave riders in the dark, why the crowd disappear? Diamond brains, diamond brains, diamond brains. Everybody panic, we just study all the pain. Knowledge is profit, knowledge is profit. If the zone hold up, then we riding that thing. Middle of the night, then the chart still glowing. Moon up high and the cold wind blowing. Timeline bearish, everybody know it, but the strongest setups always high when it's snowing. See the candles bleeding, hear the moon boys crying. Every cycle, same thing, everybody denying. USDT rising, sentiment dying. If the long-term structure still ain't compliant. MEC table by the beach at night. Purple city lights and the moon shine bright. Wave riders watching, trying to get it right. While the herd chase killers, then they vanish from sight. Thinking like the astronaut, hand on the visor. Everybody in motion, charts get wiser. Could be the bottom, could be lower, but the risk-reward ratio looking better by the hour. Is the bottom here? Is the bottom here? Feels so thick that you can smell it in the atmosphere. Is the bottom here? Is the bottom here? Wave riders in the dark, why the crowd disappear? Diamond brain, diamond brain, diamond brain, diamond. Everybody panic, we just study all the pain. Knowledge is profit, knowledge is profit. If the zone hold up, then we riding that thing. 4-year battles, yeah, we seen them before. Everybody love Bitcoin. At the top of the wall, then the waves start crashing, wash them right to the shore. Now they swear it's dead while we map the flow. Lock your fibs, use a stop loss. Most these influencers never count the calls. One bad trade, everything lost. Then they bring the market like the market the boss. Nah. Patience in the church of patience in the storm. Diamond brains build wealth while the weak get torn. Fear at maximum, that's the warning. Sometimes the darkest night come right before morning. Wave after wave, war after war, cycle after cycle, we've been here before. Wave after wave, war after war. Question mark on the chart, but we know the score. Is the bottom here? Is the bottom here? Feels so thick that you can smell it in the atmosphere. Is the bottom here? Is the bottom here? Wave riders in the dark, why the crowd disappear? Diamond brain, diamond brain, diamond brain, diamond. Everybody panic, we just study all the pain. Knowledge is profit, knowledge is profit. If the zone hold up, then we riding that thing. Could be the bottom, could be another deal. Either way, we riding waves. LBC, diamond brains,
diamond brain.
Knowledge is profit.
Diamond brain. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. It is a Wednesday, August 19th at 2026 at 10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the bull shirt on. Bull shirt. Because this move might be a little bullshit. We'll see. We're gonna go in. We got a lot to cover, guys. I was out yesterday, today, back tonight, this evening, and yeah, I mean, I guess I needed a break because of the news that was gonna drop today. So a lot of things to go over, a lot of big news, and yeah. How are you all doing? Thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. How was your day? Did you hopefully, well, first and foremost, $2.7 billion liquidated from the market today. So I hope none of the wave riders were part of that. That would be amazing. So, first and foremost, I want to go over something near and dear to my heart. Um, this was pretty significant news for today that came out today. And so I just wanted to cover it because let's see, this November will be 9 years. Yeah, it'll be 9 years since my mom passed from cancer. And today we got some pretty big breakthrough, massive news on the cancer and the cancer research / development industry, whatever. Bright light, sorry, flashbang. I am working on a border to try and border the thing out and make it look a little bit more professional. I don't know. Just something I've been pondering. But anyways, so there's no dark mode on this. Sorry. Cancer vaccine approach may change how the disease is treated more broadly, experts say. Moderna executive says clinical trial results testing approach against other tumors are due within the next 2 years. Roche and BioNTech are advancing rival mRNA programs in colon and pancreatic cancers. So right now, they're just they passed phase 3 of trials for their personalized vaccine. It's actually sorry to say the V word in the crypto community. I'm sorry. But we're all adults here. We can talk about cool stuff. That's cool. That's cooler than other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I'm just not gonna go to the other topic. But anyways, I think it's pretty cool in the fact that it can be personalized, which is weird and cool at the same time. Meaning they can actually get your genetics and get your your DNA and samples of like the tumor, uh, whatever, the cancer, your blood, everything, everything. And they make a vaccine based on your specific data. And the cool thing about that is like one of the biggest hurdles when it comes to cancer. And which is how pretty much every single one of them is different. Like there's different strains, but you can have different tumors of that strain and stuff that only fits your body and not wouldn't fit someone else. Like there's a reason why it hasn't been cured. So, but my mom passed from cancer. All of my grandparents except one passed from cancer. And yeah, my little brother's father passed from cancer when we were little. I was like 8 or 9. And yeah, so this is pretty big stuff for me. But enough of that. I thought it was pretty cool. Moderna, just looking at the chart, by the way, freaking up 177% on the day, because the platform, like the big news about it is like, if you can transfer that, if that can treat other types of cancers, I mean, you're just boom, 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 like just it's crazy, man. It's awesome. My mom, grandfather, and uncle. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Jesse. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how much it affects, how many people, different people it affects, and all that. And yeah, I mean, my dad just survived liver cancer, had to get a liver transplant. Uh, so I I want a I want a vaccine. uh, odds forever not in my favor. Alexandra G, let's say good evening to the chat. Good evening, Alexandra G, 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 Mod Queen, Mod Boss, Mod God. Thank you for being here, and thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. Do greatly appreciate you doing that each and every single night. Jesse, how you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. All set, fam. How's it going, bro? Good evening. JR, J Rizzle, the Rizzler. Did you get a nap from me, bro? Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys are subscribed to JR. Mad love to my homie, to my ninjas. Bearded Mac, Mike, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Limitless is in the house. What's going on, Limitless? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I had an amazing day today trading hype. Oh yeah, that's another one. It's effed. My apologies, by the way, for my language. You're good, bro. Limitless, sup? Trump sent out a message to his private group of investors that pay him 100K a month to give them insider trading information and told everyone to buy all crypto. I mean, isn't that crazy? Hey, by the way, the big news of the day, well, the big news that started the day before a whole like we had just a freaking like tsunami, pun intended. Lunar Beaches Crypto, thank you for being here. Subscribe. Um, a tsunami of like super bullish news. But what set it all off, what set off these candles, was the news of the Treasury. Um, they're going to double. They're going to do double their spending on buybacks on the 10-year and 30-year notes, which we saw drops in those today. And the reason why that is important is because that means that's a little bit looser monetary policy and liquidity injections. Now, the problem is the overarching macro part of this. The problem is the Fed and their minutes today, and I'll go a little bit further into that. The Fed in its minutes today showed that they were most of them were considering, pretty much all of them were considering hikes the last FOMC, or rate hike. Couple of them voted for it, but they stay paused. And then it's like, well, July numbers came out, inflation numbers came out. They're actually not terrible, still not the 2%, obviously, but not terrible, not great, not terrible. They're just kind of like, well, basically it's looking more like we're going to have a pause. Now, when you start injecting more liquidity into the economy and you make it cheaper to borrow money, then you can start get more money flowing into the economy, and then you get growth. But the problem with growth, and if it happens artificially, you can get the rate hikes because you get inflation because more people have money to spend to buy things, and it's just feedback loop. So gotta be careful for what we wish for. But the good news is that could be short-term bullish. So 10 years looking like it wants the lows. It wants the lows. And Home Depot's. And the 30-year is looking pretty juicy, really, actually. Pretty juicy. Already breaking the trend. Come on, let's get a dump. Gold surged on the news as well. More liquidity, more money for markets because assets go up when the Dixie goes down. Dixie with a big drop today, and of course, as expected, because all of this is a plan to save the yen, Japanese yen. It's not supposed to be up right now. It did drop. It dropped. It's trying to recover, but this is the dollar versus the yen, by the way. So the dollar dropped versus the yen. So if you're looking at it for the yen, then you gotta invert. And so this is what the chart actually looks like. And you tell me, does this look bullish or bearish? I mean, obviously, this isn't the inverted chart. That's the inverted chart. This is the standard chart. Does this look like it's going to go for another low, the previous quarter low? I think it could roll over. There's also a chance it does one of those bouncy things. Sorry to be so childish. But I have a bunch of children. Bounce, bounce, push, roll over. Usually it comes in threes. I'm going to take those 3 lows out. But we'll see. No one cares about the bonds. Crypto. Hold on. First, I want to look up Moderna. MNRA. Okay, I don't think that's it. MODR. Moderna. mRNA. I mean, I thought I should have known. Look at this thing. Jeepers. Let's see. Market closed yesterday. Market closed today. 159%. No, I guess this is market close. This is overnight. 177%. Jeez. Jeez, who knew stocks could do that? Well, when you have a potential cure for cancer, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Now this gets me thinking, all right, who's going to be, my wife actually thought of this earlier, and I was like, I love you so much right now and always. She said, hold on, how do you spell Pfizer? She said, what about like, what are you going to like buy like Pfizer or anything? I was like, what? She's like, I don't know how to spell their weird ass name, dude. Is this it? That can't be it. Pfizer? Pfizer. PFE. That's what it is. So it got a nice little push. But anyways, she said, why don't you look at the companies that would like be in competition for this type of stuff? Because surely, now that it's out there, people, they're going to start like maybe jumping, trying to go into like a competition type of thing where they just start just releasing their latest and greatest things. And I was like, that's actually not terrible. Why are you not doing our investing? Nice break here. We can see if it can get a continuation here. Want to clear the high. Would prefer to clear this high, about $31.48. Clear that high. And then consider maybe a long-term buy. Just because I want to see some strength. I mean, if you're going long-term, then might as well buy now. Not saying you should or shouldn't. Nothing on the channel is financial advice. I'm just saying There's, for me, there's nothing wrong with buying this now. Maybe even not even Moderna, even though it had such a big move. But you just also, because you also have to think about what? AI. AI getting its hands on this technology, this new medical technology, and being able to make it even better and do that exponentially. It is quite the time to be alive, my friends. It may not seem like it now, but eventually people will look around and be like, holy crap. I should have got into AI technology. I should have got into robotics. It'll be the new, I should have got into coding. It's crazy. Live longer, work less, spend more time with your family. It's, the thing is like, everybody's trying to compare this type of world to our current world, but it's not going to be how we have it, how it is now. Things are going to change. Probably slowly, but things are going to change. Like how we think about doing the economy. If we have radical abundance because of AI, what does that mean? A lot of people are going to be out of jobs. A lot of people are going to be out of jobs. Therefore, no money. Maybe there'll be new jobs. But will the new jobs not be replaced by robots and AI with AI? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I can't see into the future. It's just something I think about a lot. Because everybody's like trying to like prep for like AI, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, but if it's just going to exponentially get better and better, then what are you prepping for? Because it's just going to get there anyway. So might as well just wait for the singularity. I'm not losing my mind. You are. All right, so we are at the value area high. What is this from? Okay, over here. Cool. All right. That's not the value area high. That's a whole other separate volume profile. Based off of the beginning of the move. Yep. Okay. So this was down here. So we got this part right and the direction right. We thought that we would hit our heads on the gray part though. Like I literally did zigzag and a push, but this was completely unexpected. Some would say white swan event, perhaps. Hello, Benjamin. Okay, it's Benjamin. Got it. Good evening. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a fantastic Wednesday, every single one of you. Looking like it's trying to break down. Let's see, but we're going with a more macro look here. Or pattern. This could really go either way. This is a questionable low because I don't like how close these wicks are to each other. I like single wicks like this. But If this was like halfway up this wick, I would be okay with that. But I don't like it when it's getting that close. Why? Because you see a double tap there and you're new to trading and you're retail and you see a double tap and you learn that level is a strong level, and that is where you should put your stop loss. And therefore, people get stopped out at equal lows and equal highs all the time because of this exact human psychology. Really, trader progression, new trader progression, beginner trader, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. But so a lot of stop losses go there, and that's why that's who gets nuked. And so, yeah, double bottom, probably gonna get swept. Double top, probably gonna get swept at some point. Doesn't have to be immediately, but it'll probably get swept at some point. I want to see another push here, perhaps. Well, if we want to be bullish, got to see a breakout, backtest, and continuation up to the next zone, which is at about 73K. So I think we can get there. Now, if we come down and we break down here, then I would look for this to be our next level of support. Break down, try to get a sweep and go, or break down, tap, play with that point of control, and then go. Possible. That would be another potential 1 2 1 2, just like we had here. 1 2 1 2, and just like we had here. 1 2 1 2, and then push all the way up. And that, my friends, is what I always tell you guys what I'm looking for when I say impulsive price action. That is impulsive. This is what I like to see. And there's a chance that this has one more push to the upside. There's also a chance fifth wave is in. Let's go to the 5. 1 2 3 4 5 potentially. So this could turn into a bigger ABC correction. You get ABC, then you get ABC, then ABC, or WXYZ, whatever. ABCDE. Much bigger correction. Maybe come back down to the macro high here to backtest these highs and then get a push off. If we can do that, and especially get past 786. Why is this not a 786? What is this? What is this? Amateur hour? Why are my fibs upside down? Oh my gosh. Thank you. See, and we got the golden pocket right here. So, I mean, getting through the golden pocket, getting through that 786 is going to be key. However, the main level for me has been and is going to be the 82K high, because that's the macro major swing level. When you break down, retrace, that's the last major swing level. So for me, I got to get above this, because now we have officially, for sure, changed high time frame market structure. Breaking out of this little range is cool and all, and is a good sign. However, it is not what I would, it is not enough for me to say for sure, for certain, or to say officially that the bull run is on, bear market's over. that's the 82K high for me. I can say there's a lot of good signs. There's a lot of good going on. If this can continue to push, do something crazy like that, well, then now we've got a W pattern, and it's go time. It's time to get serious. But now, still stuck between this high and this low. That range right there, still in that range. And just now, actually, we are below premium. We barely tapped into premium, which is above the 50. Actually, did we even tap into it? No, this is actually value area high. So no, we didn't get into it. But that could be what gets us to our fifth wave of this move. Now on a higher time frame, this almost looks like one of those impulses that starts kind of mid-air, if you will. So you get it's not really impulsive though in here. I would say that this might be the start. Instead of counting all of this, because this is still very corrective behavior. I mean, this is clearly impulsive. This thing that's throwing me off is that right there. It's not really. This is super chop, very corrective, not very impulsy. But this is very impulsy. It's getting some nice moves in here. And then I would look for an ABC, and then hopefully a continuation and breaking above golden pocket, and then getting another push. This is the type of move that I'd like to see. And this was looking good over here until what? Until I saw this. Once I saw this and the dramatic overlapping waves, I was like, this is looking weak. It's not good. Get one more up thrust, and then to get the last sells, get the last buyers, and then you roll over. Now, the bearish thesis, of course. So the bullish is that breaking above. The bearish thesis is still intact, maybe? I honestly haven't looked. About to find out. Let's get rid of this. Hit that like. Dang, thank you. Spell check. I spelled your name right, Bean. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, hit that sub. If you're enjoying, press the like. All that good stuff. We'll get into a little bit more on the fundamental / news side. Right when I'm done with the bear market part, or the bearish part. Okay, so I've been watching this. So let's see. How are we lining up? Okay. On a log chart, we have not poked through it yet. Okay, we haven't even touched it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, do I have EMA or SMA on here? Nope. I can't figure out how to get these to be darker so I can like see them. I don't understand why they're this way, but they are. Favorites. What was I looking for? Squirrel. SMA 200 daily, I believe. Or is it the weekly? See, I'm on the daily. Okay, we've crossed the daily, it looks like. Did we get a close above it? Too many drawings. Get off of here. All right. Anyways, close the daily above the 200 daily SMA indicators. EMA. EMA. No, no, no. Dang it. Why don't you just show up as moving average expert? There you are. 200. Oh, 200. Now, OGs will know, and we're very well below. We're not well below, but we're below it. 71,485 is where the 200 daily EMA rests. The 52 week, though, which I haven't looked at in a while. 52 week. This one has helped me call every bear market, bull market. No, for real. All of them. I called them all. On the day, to the second. Called every single one. Buy my course. Anyways. So yeah, on the weekly chart, we'll just go to the 52 week EMA, SMA, EMA. We have this on the SMA. I want to see what it looks like on the EMA. 15 of you, 15 beautiful people joining us live. Do appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you to the people chatting it up. Always amazing. Yeah, it slices through the EMA there. But it's been, so let me get rid of the EMA. There we go. You can see once we got a couple, 2 weekly candle closes below the 52 week SMA, we dump skied. And we've also returned back to it and dropped, we haven't returned back to it. It's currently at $82,709. This high, the macro high that I said I want to see get taken right here in order for me to call the bull run to be over, or bear market to be over, bull run to be over. I want to see that high get taken. And this SMA is now crossing below that level. And there's a chance we get up to it and it pings it and it drops. Okay? The 3 drives theory is still in play. So be careful. Don't get trapped. But also, don't step in front of a speeding train. When this train's moving, you got to be careful. Okay? This doesn't mean go short right at the SMA. You've got to wait for confirmation. You have to reject it, close below it. Have rules, whatever. But you got to have rules. Whatever they are, got to have rules. And this has been my still is my general thesis, is that we are going to come down here. We're going to do 3 drives and come down here. That is not a guarantee. That has been my thesis for a while now. And so this is it. So unless this high gets taken, and if that high gets taken and we get a weekly candle, 2 weekly candle closes above the 52-week SMA, then everything changes. Everything changes. So we just got to be careful. It's great news. Absolutely. Absolutely great news. Still have to be careful with, look, somewhere over here, we had some pretty nice pumpage thinking we were over with this correction here. And then, I don't know, this was the Japan carry trade unwind, I think. It was either here or it started up here. Somewhere around here. Japan carry trade was somewhere here. I think it was July, actually. So it was like in here. We get the pump up late July, perhaps, and then you get the dump. And you still waddled around for a second, couple months before you started to actually go. So I'm just saying, be careful. Be careful. If we look at weekly fair value gaps, that one banged, boom. This one banged, boom. Weekly FVG, we got another one right here. And that is where we are right now. Where's the midpoint of that? Exactly where we are seeing a rejection. So currently, that doesn't mean we can't get above it. Obviously, we can. This can continue to push, and it can look magnificent, and it can be amazing, and we can all sing Kumbaya. We still have equal lows down here. So let it prove itself, okay? Because of the treasury bills being, you get the double buyback, double spending on buyback. Well, now you can potentially create more inflationary pressures, which just makes the Fed want to hike rates, and then they hike rates, and then what? And then you dump. And this could be a September rate hike coming down the pike, because this is literally right in September, right here. Right when the next Fed meeting is. So could literally line up perfectly with the Fed meeting. Either way, if they say pause, probably still bullish. If they hike, we'll probably see a dump. Those are the odds, I think. We'll see. What do you guys think? I'm late again? How dare you? Before we see gold 47.50 next week, we need to see gold 44.40. Kevin Putratama, thank you for being here, and thank you for your comment. I don't know so much about using such absolutist language, such as before this is going to happen, this is going to happen for sure. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. You could be spot on. But yes, I did read it, so I had to be clear that nothing on this channel is financial advice. I'm a member of the One Love Late Club. What's up, Harp? Why? Were y'all over somewhere hanging out or something? Forgetting about little old me? How dare you? How dare you? Well, at least Harp's a member. Thank y'all for being here. I do greatly appreciate you guys. LBC OG's in the house. Melissa One Love, Super LBC OG, and Harp. Now, if we go to the monthly, we have monthly fair value gaps as well that we've been playing off of. So you see this one, push in and drop. And then this one, same deal, push in, barely tap. Well, I think we got another push over here. Yeah, big push through it, then a drop. Monthly, again, is where we are. Magically, fighting the midpoint of the monthly fair value gap. So we'll see what happens. I don't care about a close above 67K. This one, I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't mean anything to me. Technically, if you want to get super technical, yeah, perhaps a low, a high, and then a low. Okay, crossing that. Okay, cool. But this is What was this pullback? I mean, you're not even getting a 382 pull. Yeah, still not even getting a 382 pullback on this move from this high to this low to this high. Not even getting a 382. Weak sauce. It's weak sauce. Not what I would consider a pullback. It's not legitimate enough for me on the higher time frames. Now, technically speaking, it is a market structure shift if the weekly can close over here. So, technically, it's a pretty common pattern, one that I look for all the time. But even if we do get the weekly close above that level, if we reject this level, we could see us come back down to take these equal lows and then kind of chill. And then maybe we can get back out of here. That's cool too. I've been entertaining the idea that the bottom might already be in. We just go sideways for the remainder of the year. I just know, all I know is that a bottom has been being built. We've been building the bottom, and whether it's this or this or whatever, doesn't matter. I think we are in the bottoming phase of the market, and whatever happens in that third and final phase doesn't really matter to me. Even if that third and final phase is a pump and then a correction and then a continuation, something ugly like that, that's just bad. That's just bad. That's just bad art. That's all. Just bad art. XLM. I'm on the weekly. Let's go to the hourly. XLM did get a nice push today, clearing a whole bunch of highs in here. XLM was a recent, had a recent pump based off of it being made a partner of the DTCC. So to do settling of tokenized assets. And it got this nice big pump. Of course, a lot of people were jumping in, and I was like, don't do that. And like literally jumping in up here. I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. On the pullback, jumped in, never got out. Never got out. Please don't. Please don't. Bitcoin is still deep in a bear market. Please don't. Now's not the time. Fell nearly 50%, 48.85%. Brutal. Solana. Hello, Solana. Nice big pump you got there. Is it happy to see me? This is still corrective. But this could be the start. Could be the start. I need this to be a little darker. Could be the start. We'll see. But right now, well, ABC action going on. Need to be careful. Still have some proving to do. In 2018 and 2022, BTC only crossed the daily SMA 200 after the bottom was in. I did see something about that, actually. The 200 daily. Is this on the weekly? Is this on the 200? Nope. Okay. 2018 broke above, closed above on the daily. bottom's in. Okay. Now this is I assume this means the bottom of the bear market specifically, because in this correction doesn't really work. There we go. So after final capitulation, come over, break above. I mean, long-term downtrend. Started a downtrend there, but I mean, how do you know? How do you know you're not like still in a bear market at this point? Let me cross above again. You start getting choppy in here. Like, how do you know you're still in the bull market? Just because for your cycle stuff? It's a genuine question. I don't. Impulses is what I like seeing. All the little impulses. Nice big correction. So it's a little sure the bottom was in. Months and months of bearish, obvious bear market. Break above, bottoms in. More, we do get above or below it over here too. Break back above, go. Get below. See, it's a little. This is why I prefer the 52-week SMA. Because, I mean, once you break above, it's tap off of it, tap off of it. Once you break below, boom, boom, boom. Once you break below, pretty big drop. But reclaim, and you go higher. A little bit more, break below here, back test, roll over. This could have gone up for a back test, but you break back above and reclaim. It's just a little cleaner than 200 daily, in my opinion. But, yeah. To each their own, as a wise man once said. You guys doing any fantasy football? It's a nice breakout. I'm still, these are the equal lows right here. That is my only real concern, but nice daily candle close above this high. I mean, that's a pretty nice close, not gonna lie. And I think we could very well be short-term bullish. I'm just trying to be like, hey, by the way, there's these things here that we still need to like actually clear before we're in the clear, if you will. If we are comparing to 2018, then September will be interesting. 2018 September specifically. Why? Why September? Look at this move. Don't need to fantasize about my team there, buddy. Huh? Ain't nobody fantasizing about your team. Nobody cares about your team. Your team sucks. Team sucks a lot. Sucks hard. Super hard. We'll see some. Harp, your Eagles suck. They will always suck. No one likes Philly. Philly doesn't even like Philly. Just stop it. It's true. Philly doesn't even like Philly. See some similarities. Oh, look at that. I would get down to a lot of people's favorite numbers. 40K. 40K. What if it played out exactly like this? But this would be no end to bear market until June 2027. I don't know. I think that's bear. It's a bear fantasy. Super bear fantasy. I mean, that's pretty nice. That's a nice clearing. Yeah, that 75K is gonna be a doozy. Be mindful of the 75K. But we can definitely keep pushing. But we just gotta remember to not FOMO, go level by level, and don't go all in on one green candle. Okay. That's my not financial advice. Everyone loves DA. You be sucking week 2. All right. We'll see about that, Harp. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and hitting that like button on your way out, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and hitting that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content and when I go live. As always, remember, nothing on the channel is financial advice. It is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Please do not trade or invest based on anything that I say or do. Do your own research and ride the waves. Follow me on X at Lunar Beaches. Join the Discord. It is free for a limited time. About to lock it down. Forgot to mention that. About to lock down the Discord. And yeah, you'll have to become a YouTube member to get in. And that's just the basic tier, which is $4 a month. So just want to keep as many spammers out as possible. So and usually adding a little bit of a fee can take care of that. So plus, verification bots and all that stuff, but there's ways to get around those too. But anyways, thank you guys. I do greatly appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, I might not actually. My middle daughter's, well, it's gonna be pretty early, but it's her birthday tomorrow, so she's 14. So fun times. And yeah, so not really sure. I guess it really depends on what time we get back from dinner. So I'll keep you guys in the loop. But until then, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Ride the waves. Peace. Bye.
I wanna be a wave rider, chart the dark like a night glider, all or nothing cosmic high flyer. Your hidden code, the silent insider. I wanna be a wave rider.
steady signal, last decider, a spark that wakes the lunar fire. Feed the hunger, stoke desire, just give the nod and I'm locked in. I wanna be you. Last cycle when the screens went black, I almost walked away, but this time there's no holding back. My crew caught in the pool, should I ride the next set? Hell yes. Beyond the lines, beyond the safety net. You've been blowing on my feet so hard, I thought the link flatlined in deep space. Yeah, I see you. Sharpest eyes cutting through the void, only real ones left under this moon. You're the only trade I never mind to lose. When those candles light up like that, I'm diving right back. When those candles light up like that, I'm diving right back. And your alerts slide across my skin like tides. I'm going under one more time. I can deliver what you need. Our streams talk quiet like old partners, passing seasons in the scroll. Something still unspoken on both sides. We already know the difference. I wanna be a wave rider, chart the dark like a night glider. All or nothing cosmic high flyer. Your hidden code, the silent insider.